Hello, Spanish Fork and friends. If you're like me, a super quick and easy meal should always be on hand. Today, I'm making Thai basil chicken, which will be ready in no time. Thai basil chicken is coming up on Spanish Fork 17's Cooking Made Easy with June, brought to you by Macy's, the happy shopping store in Spanish Fork. Hello, Spanish Fork. Welcome to Cooking Made Easy with June. Today I'm making this little classic dish, Thai basil chicken. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna confess, I didn't really grow up the way it's made with chopping and mince. It's made traditionally, I guess, with minced chicken. But my mom, we just like do whatever. We just slice it. So on my recipe book, Cooking Made Easy with June, still available. Is been out for several years. I keep saying I'm gonna make another one, a second edition, and add some different recipes. But anyways, it has like sliced chicken in it, so it's basically the same thing. But I'm gonna make it traditionally. I'm gonna put a fried egg on top, which is so good. Anyways, so we're gonna start with. Let's see. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna start with minced chicken. Now you can buy ground chicken. Already ground, of course, or you could use boneless, skinless. Traditionally it's thigh meat, but I love boneless, skinless breast meat, so I'm using that today. But you could use thigh meat, and you have to trim it and just chop, make it slice thinly and chop it. But ground chicken breast is available in most any stores and Macy's. So, but here I sliced it and I chopped it on my own today, so I have minced chicken. Now, it actually calls for a pound, but I'm gonna double it because I love leftovers for this stuff. Love it to take it to school for lunch. So I'm gonna double that, but anyways, minced chicken. And then we're going to prep first, of course, in any stir fry, prep it first so that you can just get going and do a quick cook, right? So I'm just gonna do a couple cloves of garlic here. So I smash it, I peel it. I've kind of gotten used to liking some of that already peeled garlic, but for some reason, I don't know what it is. It has a tiny bit little different smell or different flavor, a tiny bit. Can't really tell most people, but just for me, I do. So I'm just going to mince a couple cloves. Well, I'm doubling it. I keep forgetting. And Pete hates it when I double recipes, but that's okay, Pete. He won't know. All right, so I'm gonna take this, I cut the ends off, and then I smash it with my backhand. Oh, and it peels it easily. A lot of people have different ways to peel garlic. There was a guest on the show, and she was like, well, you can take it and you can put in a plastic jar or bottle, and then you shake it, and somehow the peeling just come off easily. But so far, it worked okay. But so far, the simplest way is really to just smash it and chop it, okay? So it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so we have the garlic ready. Then we're going to get some onions ready. Now the chicken, you know what I like to do, and for all my Thai dishes, I like to cut the head. I put in the freezer. Like about, depending on your family size, you can do 2 pound or 1 pound of already sliced chicken, and then you can just pull it out for stir fry that day. So I actually did this ahead. I didn't mince it ahead, but if you do it slice ahead, then you can just pull it out and chop it and thaw it quickly in the microwave. Okay, so for this purpose, I'm going to slice up my onions like this. Now basil chicken doesn't have a lot of vegetables, honestly. So sometimes I like to add red peppers for color, like bell peppers. But traditionally it's really more of a meaty chicken dish. Okay, so that's good. And then, but our color is going to be these beautiful red chili peppers. These are cayenne You can get the smaller bird chilies in any Asian store. I don't use a ton of chili peppers in my dishes because I use curry paste for my curry and it has chilies already in there. But I just buy it and I freeze it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag. And then, so that's why the texture is a little different because it's been thawed. So I'm just going to cut the stems off of them. Whoa, I already feel a little fume there. I keep thinking maybe I need to, when I start doing onions and chili peppers, I need to wear goggles or a mask. So I'm going to just slice it open a little bit like that, just to kind of let the seeds come out and give us a little spicy flavor. And you know, I'm gonna have to say, it's hard, it's a kind of a hit and miss of the hotness of the pepper. So start out lower. This is double batch, so per recipe, I would just start out with 2 maybe. And if you really want it more spicy, you could add like some of the chili garlic sauce. And then there's of course the handy sriracha that you could make a mild stir fry, and then you can just add extra spiciness to it with sriracha, okay? Or make a hot sauce. It's in my cookbook also, and we eat it with nampik, which is it's called like hot sauce, Thai hot sauce. So you could do that. But I do want a little color in this, so because it's primarily meat, and some greens like the onions and the basil. So, and that's it really for the prep. The basil, this is some mince. Some people like to, oh, that one's a little bit off. Some people like to put some mince at the end and top it off. So I just happen to have some, so I thought I'd go ahead and pull it out, some of these. Now, I washed this and I didn't dry it well enough. How you store the herbs, you rinse it off and then you let it dry, air dry it. Or you can just, when you purchase it, just don't wash it and wait till the last minute to wash it. But, and then you wrap a paper towel, or make sure, if it's not fully dry, wrap it in a paper towel and saran wrap tightly, and it will store it so the air doesn't go in and make it go bad. So this one, I did it last night and I just forgot to make it dry all the way, so some of the leaves got brown like that. But oh my goodness, I love Thai basils. I have a lot here. And it's just beautiful. It's like a licorice smell. You can see the purple, and I love it. I can just smell it all day. It's very therapeutic for me. Now, sometimes it's wilted. If it's more wilted than this, you can soak it in water and it'll just liven it up and it'll look really fresh. So I like to have that ready. I don't put the whole stem in. So if you want, you can just like, do this, take the leaves off and just put it to the side. And if you have like a flower in it, it's fine. It's not gonna hurt you. I looked it up, make sure it's not poisonous. It's funny how some things the flower is poisonous, right? So I'm just gonna put a few leaves out to the side here, and I use lots of it. And we're going to like put it at the very end, so we're not really cooking it a ton. So we have double recipe, and I can always do more, right? So I'm just going to do this as a prep thing. And so, I have some of the stems here, right? So it's fine. Now, the other option, and you're not always gonna have Thai basil available, right? But I've not tried it, but I've read where some individuals use just the holy basil, which is very common in the Italian cooking. And it just has, so instead of the licorice flavor, that tiny bit of licorice flavor, it's going to have like, depending on what kind you use, kind of a lemony, sometimes. To me, it tastes a little bit more, not bitter, but just more, well, you know how basil tastes. To me, it's a little bit more bitter and not as sweet as Thai basil, and the licorice flavor is not there. So I totally prefer the Thai basil, but I've heard that the regular holy basil or other lemon basils and all those different basils work just fine too. So you should try it, and it's not gonna hurt. You're gonna use the same other spices, right? So something like that to double it, but here I say something like that and I keep going, right? I can always add more. So heat up your wok. Now I have an electric wok. I love my electric wok, honestly. Now if I were to be I do have a gas stove, and I haven't really gotten a really good hand wok, and then you have to get a stabilizer. So it's a little bit cluttery to me. So I prefer this. I love my electric wok. So it gets it really hot, and I use it for a lot of things. I can make curries in it, and because it's like a semi bowl, so the wok is awesome. All right, so I turn it up to high, and then we just do the classic stir fry method where you put the oil in, and And then we're going to throw in garlic, peppers to flavor, and onion and all that. So I like to, so I'm doubling it. There's not a fat at all in the boneless, skinless chicken. Now, the thigh is used more often because it is more flavorful. It has a little bit more natural fat in it, but a little bit more moist. But how I get around it is that I'm going to add some chicken broth or curry, not a curry, but some chicken broth or a chicken paste. So it's not even sizzling, darn. Okay, let me turn it up higher. It's fine. I'll just put some in here. I'll wait for a second while it's turning on. Making sure that's on. Okay, it's fine. So as far as oil, you could use any kind of oil. I've heard of some people using olive oil because, it's better. You could use peanut oil or whatever you think is better. I think it'll add just a tiny bit of flavor, different, but not really because we're going to use some basic ingredients. So basically, all Thai stir fries, we have the same type of things. We've got the fish sauce. You can't go without fish sauce. The black soy, which is on a sweeter side and is thicker, and an oyster sauce, which we use. Now, so there's a lot of Chinese influence, and we use oyster sauce in the stir fries. Now, I've made dishes where, not the classic pad thai, but just like pad thai is just like a stir-fried noodles, right? So in reality, if you just have like fish sauce and garlic and accent sugar, you've got enough stuff to make a Thai dish, But here we're gonna add some the oyster sauce and the black soy. Okay, and then I've got chicken paste instead of chicken broth here. So, all right, here we go. All right, we got it sizzling, get it hot, and throw in the garlic, and go ahead and throw in the onions. And let me get the rest of my stuff in here on my spatula, because sometimes I don't get all my garlic in here. Okay, so we got that. So just saute it for a minute, just enough to where you're getting this flavor going. Sometimes I get impatient and I don't saute my onions, and it's good still, like you're in a hurry, right? But it really, this extra couple, 30 seconds or a minute more, it's gonna add a lot more flavor to the whole thing. Then I'm going ahead and throw in my chili peppers. Look at how that red just pops open the beautiful color. I'll have to just garnish it with a red pepper, but you don't have to eat it. Okay, I don't think that's going to be too spicy at all. Okay, then you just go ahead and throw in your chicken. So again, this is you're gonna have some, I did this myself, so you're gonna have some different, some chunkier chicken. The ground chicken will look more less chunky. But like I said, I really like all kinds of textures, but, okay, so I added that. So while it's cooking a little bit, I'm going to start seasoning it. I always quote Bobby Flay, he likes to season the meat along the way. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add my MSG. MSG is optional, but I love to use it on my stir fry. So about a quarter teaspoon, let's see, so we're doubling it, right? So I'm gonna eat half of it in here to flavor, to give a little flavor to the chicken, just a little bit. And then I'll add some more when I add the other stuff in. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, so Bobby Flay says to flavor your meat along the way so that you can pull out the extra flavors in it. I don't even get to see Bobby Flay that much anymore. Everybody's getting old, right? I don't even know who the big network stars are. I've been so busy teaching, and it's my last year of teaching. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on this now. So I will, after this year, I'm going to retire from teaching, and I'll have more opportunities to get on the Instagram and stuff like that, and maybe a Facebook, and try to work more on that area, just because I really enjoy doing it. Right now, I'm not much on social media at all. It's just I have so much going on. But I'll be starting doing some cooking classes. In fact, I have one coming up at Lemon and Sage Market in Springville. If you're from out of town, when you come in, you can look them up. They're awesome. And cooking classes are so fun. It's hands-on and you get a whole meal and you even get leftovers. And it's so fun. We have couples cooking classes. And I know they're having a grand reopening, and so they also have other things as far as classes go. I might do like some children's cooking classes in the summer and things like that. So just kind of like check their website, go check it out. And then if I do anything, it'll be through them. Okay, so I have my chicken cooking. And if you'd like, see how it's like that, you can cover it up. And that'll help speed up the cooking so where it's not pink anymore, okay? Okay. So we've got this going here. Now we add up our spices. Easy, right? So you cannot go without our fish sauce. Okay. So I have this, the squid brine is my favorite. I don't know, I just like it better. It has like some anchovy sauce, right? So I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons, like a tablespoon per recipe. So that's about 2 tablespoons. One time I forgot fish sauce. Ooh, that scared me. I forgot fish sauce and I could just tell it's a big difference. So, and then about 2 tablespoons, so that's about 4 tablespoons of black soy. And then a tablespoon per recipe of oyster sauce. So that's 1 and that's 2. And you can measure, but why dirty a dish and you really can't fail unless you're not confident enough to guess. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of the rest of my MSG. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this paste. So it's not a lot because we just want a flavor, right? Okay, and then now some recipes call for maple syrup, which, yeah, sure, you could try that, but it has some good reviews, so I thought maybe I could try that. Or you could use some white sugar and some brown sugar. So I'm gonna try maple syrup. Why not? Then I'll tell you if I'm gonna add it to the recipe or not. So here we go, Adam and Chris. So about a tablespoon per recipe, right? Might add a little texture because this is 100% pure maple syrup. So I'll be interested to see. Okay. Try to decide if it's going to be spicy or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw in your basil. And just do see there's no color, but it's okay. We're going to be adding a lot of quick cooking here. Let me have a taste because I did so I'm just going to have a quick little taste here. Chicken's cooked. The basil, the maple syrup is really good. I'm gonna have to start doing that. It's not really spicy. So I'm going to add a little of this chili. This little garlic chili adds a little bit more garlic, so just a little bit. And I guess we can always add more, right? But just a little bit. I'm a little bit scared for our cameraman here. Not too bad. Okay, and that's that. You guys, look how easy that is. Add a little bit more the basil, right? Why not? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into, move this over to my bowl, and I'm going to fry up an egg. Look at that, you guys. Turn this down. Whoa! See, this wok is awesome. It's a Breville, B-R-E-V-I-L-L-E. Non-stick, it's awesome. And this juice. So, because it's like really meaty, your serving size is not gonna be a lot. You're gonna want like lots of white rice. I love it. And the sauce, it's gonna be really saucy and yummy. So, Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here. I think that's good. And then let's throw over some mince and mint leaves and some more basil. Some people like some mint, just for garnish. Not too much. You don't want to overpower the basil, right? So I'm going to add more basil. And let's go ahead and we don't need to eat them. Should I take a bite? So let's go ahead and add some peppers right there. Whoops. Some red peppers on top. I'm going to go pull it over here. I'm going to fry an egg. Easy, right, guys? Put this over. Okay, so I'm going to fry it quickly. So now when you fry a Thai egg, I'm not sure I'll be able to get the right thing. You do put a little bit of oil. I'm just doing one egg. So this is already a non-stick pan, and I'm going to get it really, really hot. So the real way to do it is you put more oil and then in the wok, right? But I don't want to watch the wok and do it. So it's going to get really, really hot. And once it gets really hot, you just crack an egg in there. So while it's getting hot, I'm going to dish up some rice. Dish up some rice. See where my rice paddle is. Dish up some rice for me. But let's go ahead and put a bowl of rice nearby. Woo! Put some rice in here. I love my rice cooker, you guys. If you guys were here, sometimes maybe on the show you'll hear like the little music it plays once it's done. Okay, heating up still. All right, I'll just put this in here. My wooden spoon. Okay, here we go. Let's crack an egg. Well, if it's not hot enough, it'll be fine, right? Oh, a little sizzle, darn it. But it puffs up and it's, the oil, and then it actually cooks it really quickly. And then you have like an over easy Thai egg. But you take the hot oil and you just put it over the egg like that. I don't know. I've lost touch on how to make my eggs. Or you can just like turn it over. That's not very pretty. I'm going to do another egg right next to it. That's a little bit better. I'm going to get a different spatula. I don't know why. I'm just like having a hard time with this. So, yeah, we want it to be sizzling. Ideally, you would put it in a wok, right? And it won't like get you. Like it's splattering at me. Ah! So, there's your egg. This one's almost done. You can turn it over like that, okay? That'll work too. Oh my goodness! I was thinking about doing a cooking class on just the basics, right? Okay, I think that's good. Okay. I'm going to dish me up some rice and some basil beef. I'm going to get it from my wok. I'm going to use that little bit from my wok and put it in here. You can also like put a little bit more from here. Where's my chicken paste? I'll just put a little bit more from here so it'll look. And then you put an egg on top. This is how we do it. Is that a song? This is how we do it. See, it's got a little crispy edge on the bottom. See, like that. Put an egg on top and eat it with hot sauce. It's awesome. Okay, you guys, let's taste it. So in reality, you know, in Thailand, we don't eat with chopsticks. We do for noodles and stuff. But what we do is put hot sauce in here, and then we use a fork and a spoon. And so we cut it like this. Look at that yummy goodness here. And then I'm gonna you take your fork and put your food in there, scrape the rice in. One of my favorites ever. You guys, that little bit of maple syrup is huge. So you don't need to add brown and white sugar. I really like the maple syrup in this stir fry. Okay, that's not hot at all. You can add more pepper. Easy, quick. Till next time, go to Macy's and happy cooking.